Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to your seats. The show is about to begin.
Well, hey there, litter mates. Welcome back to Boss Kitty Live. I'm your host, Boss Kitty, and it is Wednesday. It is a Boss Kitty Live day, and that's so exciting because I haven't been here in a week. Yay! I hope you all are having a wonderful, I hope you had a wonderful week. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so on and so forth. You guys get what I'm saying. I hope you guys did exciting stuff. The weather here has been kind of all over the place, honestly. If I'm being 100% honest, we've had hail and flooding, rain and sunshine and every type of weather you can think of other than like snow and thunder, things like that. But it's been kind of a hot mess. So whatever it is, I hope you've enjoyed it. Hi there, Emily and everybody else. T. Sorry, I've got some iced coffee tonight because I am feeling the tiredness. Happy solstice, that's correct. It's the longest day of the year and shortest night. I think it's like 15 hours of daylight in Oregon, if I remember correctly, which I am all for. Lena, hello, hello. JK, Spring had to show off before she left. She really did, and she did a fine job at that. I went and got a pedicure this weekend, and I didn't want to have to roll my jeans up or anything, right? So I wore my Birkenstocks and I wore my the sunflower dress that I have. And then it poured rain. Like, it was freezing. I was miserable, but whatever. I was only outside for like 2 seconds, but still. Polly, hello. Ramona, hello, hello. Happy summer solstice to you as well, Vicky. Samantha, hello. Rat, happy midsummer. Not only is it the solstice, but it's also the reveal day for our, I've changed it by the way, summer fall make along. I've changed it to summer fall because it is the summer solstice, right? So we're not really in spring at this point in time. This piece of hair is driving me crazy. We're just going to put it behind my ear. Same with this one. We're not really in spring anymore, and this make along is going to end at the end of this year. So it really is more of a summer. I guess it's a summer winter. I should change that and learn my season. No, summer fall. Summer fall. Derp. It's more of a summer fall thing. So the next one will be winter spring. We'll just make it work that way. But we're going to pick our patterns tonight. You guys have been voting on those. So we're going to have 5 knitted sock patterns and 5 crochet sock patterns that you guys are able to choose from for the make along, and that will go through the end of this year. You can make as many pairs of socks as you feel you want to, or you can make Frankenstein socks for all I care. And then at the end of the year, when we come back from our holiday break, we will go ahead and vote on a winner, and that person will receive a $50 gift card to bosskittyshop.com. It'll be lots of fun. So if you've never made socks before, this is a great time to do that because you've got a whole community of people willing to help you out with that. If you've never crocheted socks or you've never knitted socks, then, you know, try that new thing. I've never crocheted a pair of socks. So whatever the patterns are, I will be starting with the crochet pattern. I also hate making socks because I have serious second sock syndrome. So my plan is to crochet a pair of socks and then to learn how to knit 2 socks at one time. So I know that sounds like a dirty video or something, but it's not. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I've stoked myself up by getting myself a pair of sock blockers. I guess I should put them like this. Right? La 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 la. And then I can make like a really big Christmas cookie out of these. Anyway, yeah, so my hope is that I get myself past my hatred for sock making. There's so many socks you're going to be making. We haven't had rain in weeks, hoping it rains this weekend. You can have some of the rain we had. I was actually really excited about the rain because we haven't had it in months, and it's one thing to water your garden, it's another thing to just have it rain. It's kind of nice sometimes, right? And I don't know, it just gets things more evenly, I think. Oh, the scandal. Exactly, Elizabeth. So if you're just joining us, this is your first show, welcome to Boss Kitty Live. We are so thrilled to have you here with us. We're going to do a quick little game 3 times today. So we'll do the first one at in about 10 minutes or so. So you need to be a subscriber and you just need to chat it up with us. You think if I did colorwork socks, you would keep my attention a little bit? Oh my gosh, that was the first make along we ever did, was a pair of colorwork socks. And they're actually right behind me. I only finished one, and it was, I wish to God I had not ever done this as a knit along, because I had such a hard time working on this sock while also trying to host the show. I wasn't very good at hosting at that point because I was still really new to it. And so trying to count and figure out my sock pattern versus still being semi-amusing was difficult, to say the least. And I only got through one sock, and this is in Sassy Pants and Electric Lemon, both colors we don't carry right now. But what was really cool about this sock pattern is that it was called the Roll the Dice socks, or Roll the Bones. And what it is you make these little origami dice. There's 3 of them, and you roll them for every 10 rows. And so the first 10 rows might look like this, like mine do, and then you roll them again and you get something different and random. So everybody's set of socks were different and random, at least in this section. I had a lot of fun with it. I would actually maybe, once I learn how to do 2 at a time, go back and make these again for myself, or maybe as a display piece in colors that we actually carry, because they're really pretty. It was very, very interesting. Like, it was a cool pattern. It was also like 40 pages long. You got some green beans from your garden this week. That's exciting. You're working on stuff for work. Audit tomorrow. Oh my gosh, Winters, it'll be fine. You'll knock it out of the park. You actually made it to a show, Nick Craft. Hello, hello. The sock looks insane to make. It was let me show you the inside. The inside's the part that I'm the most proud of. What time will it be in Hawaii? That is a great that's a great question. I am not very well versed in time zones, honestly. I think it's the same. I think Hawaii is on Pacific time. So here are my floats. I was very proud of my floats on this sock. Don't know why, but I was. They were all nice and even and pretty. See? Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Frankensock. Do the second one for the Mal. Oh my gosh, JK. You're killing me. Am I right? Hawaii's on our time? We're on Hawaii's time? I'm off. I'm wrong, apparently. TK says Hawaii's behind us by like 4 or 5 hours. This tells you how much I know. I know nothing. Please understand, I've never been outside of the country. I've barely been outside of the state of Oregon. That is not a joke. That is the sad, sad truth. I've never even been to Disneyland. We've had this conversation multiple times, TK and I have. He avoids it like the plague because he doesn't want to have to take me to Disneyland, and someday it's going to have to happen. 3 hours before. There you go. Thank you. Rat, yeah, you guys were the worst. You were like throwing different numbers out at me, asking questions. It was a whole thing. So the goal is to work on these socks tonight, which is why I have my yarn that I've chosen for whatever socks we pick. This colorway is close to my heart. It's called Hazel Bear. There's a few skeins available in our shop, I believe. Not very many at the moment, but it's a black, white, pink mix, and it's based off of Hazel, our OG kitty cat. TK says we are 22 subscribers away from being able to use emotes in the chat, so away from 1,000, including the Hazel emotes. So make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. Like, just get us out there. Oh yeah, and the new Zuzu emotes he's been working on. Emojis, I guess I should say. Same thing. You've never been more than 3 hours from home. Thank you. Same. So yeah, this is the colorway I'll be using. I've got the crochet and knit just in case, but like I said, I plan on doing crochet. So let's head on over to Discord and see who our winners are, you guys. Also, let me see if show and tell's up. Oh, good, it is. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you, TK. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way to the top here. So we are looking for the top 5 with the most hearts next to them, red hearts. So this one has 9 hearts. This one has 11. This one has 12. 13. Oh my gosh. 11, 12. This is really funny. 11, 12, 13. So this one's clearly out. Out. out 14. So is it 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Out maybe in 17. Okay, so 17 definitely wins. That's 1. Cthulhu socks will be 1. 15 is in. The Hobbit socks are 1. 14 would be in. That's zigzag sock pattern. Those were 14, I said. So I think snickerdoodle socks would be 13. 13. Let's make sure there's not another 13 in here. 12. So I think we have a tie between flower socks right here and these electric slide DK socks. I'm going to delete the other ones. I'm on it. I will. We're good. I got it. Thank you. So there's a tie between the electric slide DK pattern and the flower socks pattern. Because the electric slide pattern and the snickerdoodle socks are so similar and they're both DK, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it, and I'm going to give it to the flower socks and get rid of electric slide. So I'm going to go ahead and delete every other pattern in here real quickly. Delete this one. We're going to delete the green apple sock pattern. And then OBS Studio disconnected. What? I don't like the sound of that. 1. I didn't delete the stream. OBS Studio disconnected. Reconnection successful. Can you guys see me and hear me? Good. Okay. Cool. There's OBS is being weird. We're not sure what's going on there. So my apologies on that one, but we should be back up again. So for knitting, we've got the snickerdoodle socks, which are DK weight. We've got the zigzag socks, which are a little anklet. You've got the Hobbiton pattern, which are basic ankle socks, or I mean mid-calf socks. You've got these beautiful flower socks, and you've got Cthulhu. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's your 5 patterns right there. We're gonna go into the crochet now. So this one right here, Climbing Vine knee-high socks, has 7, 5, 11, 13, 8, 12, 7, 5, 6, 8, and 30. Clearly 30 is our winner with alt knots pattern down there at the bottom. So we've got 30 and 12 for sure. 13 is on there. 11 is on there. I've just got, and I think 8 is the other one. So we're going to go ahead and delete this one. We're going to delete this one. Keep that one, keep that one, keep that one, keep that one. Delete this one. You guys really knew which crochet socks you wanted. Delete. And delete. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got the sideways starter sock pattern. You've got the vine colorwork crochet sock pattern, which has got a little bit of color work in it. Then there's this crazy multicolor Coambulo socks that are knee-high, which I think are great. You've got your fishnets that are thigh-highs, and then we've got the alt knots ankle socks, which are the ones that I will be working on tonight. Because I already owned it and have made them before. Well, now you get to make something new and exciting, which is, you know, very exciting. I don't know why I keep saying that. We're all sort of all own the alt knot pattern. I figured as much. Both intimidated and decided to make the Cthulhu socks. Roxanne, I will be hopefully making those later too. So, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'll get there. So TK wants me to remind you guys about the subscriber giveaway this month. And it's a good point that he is making. I know it's 6:45, so we're going to go into our Wheel Goodies and Goof 'em Ups here in a second. But just a quick reminder that the June subscriber giveaway is a blue box set, which is 5 skeins of yarn, either the Lords of Time or Enemies and Allies, whichever the winner decides they want. It's $150 worth of yarn. If we hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're about 22 subscribers away from that, then it's 2 box sets. It's both the Lords of Time box set and the Enemies and Allies box set. And that's 10 skeins of beautiful yarn, $300 worth of yarn. You don't have to pay for shipping or anything. You just get really cool exclusive yarn. And then real quickly, I keep saying real quickly, with the sock make-along, work on any of those socks that you want to. Ask for help. If you want to work on a different pattern that's not up there, that's totally fine. Feel free to do that. Just know that it's not going to be eligible for the giveaway at the end, the prize, right, that we do at the end of all of our make-alongs. But you can certainly still post pictures of whatever you're working on. We'll give you tips, tricks, all that kind of stuff. We're a community that loves to help each other out, so we're here for you. With that, yeah. Go so long because I need to work through some whips first. Yeah, right? That's exactly how I feel. Well, it's not, but I think a lot of people feel that way. And it means I can walk away from it from time to time because that's going to need to happen. Okay, it is time for our first round of Wheel Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Let's get all the boring legal stuff out of the way. Ooh, I have the hiccups, you guys. Let's see. Samantha, it says you are the winner, but I believe that you won last time. Yeah, you're not eligible to play again until the 28th of this month. So I'm going to go ahead and pick another winner. Thank you for being a subscriber. We really appreciate it. I think, Marie, that you just played too. Let's double check that. You did as well. So you're also not eligible again until the 28th. Okay, Nightbot, knock it off. This is how it works, right? Every single time. Oh, I should put an exclamation mark in front of that. Nightbot is, yeah, he's really, oh my gosh, Nightbot, what the heck, dude? Knock it off. He is stressing me out. Hey, Rat, guess what? You're our first contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Just had to force Nightbot in that direction. Rat, do you know, I think this is the first time that you've been our winner since we moved over to YouTube. So, in almost a year, congratulations. That's exciting. Let's go ahead and get that wheel open for you. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Maybe you've already won before. I don't know. Anyway, here's our beautiful wheel. If you are new to the show and new to the game, the way this works is I'm going to spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's what Rat gets. There are good stuff and bad stuff on here. We have Yarn Tarot, we have Dad Advice, Adject Animal Sounds, Ravelry Patterns for $10 or $5. We have Blinky Rolls, which does give out yarn, as we have learned. Merch codes for stickers and buttons. We have free shipping internationally and domestically, and of course we have Game Over as well. You've won a couple times before. Your first win was oh, that's right, which was fitting, honestly. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna spin the wheel for you, my dear. Yarn Tarot, congratulations!
Congratulations, you're a winner!
The wheel has really been feeling the tarot cards lately. She's right, though. You are absolutely a winner. Wheel, we'll see you in about half an hour.
Bye.
Rat, you know how this works. Just focus real hard on whatever it is that you need to focus on, and I will focus on you and how kind you are and funny and sharp-witted you are. And by the way, I totally was not ignoring you the other day when you mentioned something about Critical Role. I was just cleaning. I haven't watched Critical Role in a few weeks, actually. Not well enough to be able to be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing or anything. It's just kind of been in the background lately. Sweet solstice energy. Indeed. Yeah. All the potency, right? I met Rat in person at a Geekcraft Expo event, as well as Pumpkin. Super sweet. Very, very supportive of the business. And crazy funny. Like, just fast and on it and smart funny. Love it. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Oh, thank you. I do too, Rat. You've never done DK socks, but your tension is so tight you have to go up. Oh, my goodness. It is indeed, Coco. Happy solstice. Okay. Okay. I think this is going to be the last shuffle because my cards are being funky at the moment. Break the deck a few times. Okay, you want to break there, that's fine, we can do it there. Clearly this is your card because that's what was going on there. It is the Knight of Cups. So here it is in all its glory. They're on a white horse with very beautiful lashes, by the way. They're holding the drop spindle, which represents the cups in this deck, in their left hand, all willy-nilly like, with a lovely shawl and a pom-pom hat on. Totally styling. Let's get over to right over here, Minor Arcana Cups. Just come on down to Knight of Cups. Okay, so what does the Knight of Cups tell us? Says that you are in touch with your intuition and emotions currently, and that you are using them in a very smart, clever way to attract the things that you need to attract around you, be it people or things or opportunities. Shows compassion and understanding towards others because you've learned to understand your own feelings and emotions. There's a lot of self-acknowledgement in this card. You are thriving for things that are beautiful in your eyes, and you're inspired by the many creative outlets that are available to you currently. Let's see what else. It says that you are currently ruled by your emotions and heart if you're making any decisions, and that you're making those decisions based on how you feel about a situation rather than what you think, even if others can't make sense of what you're doing and why. And that you should trust your gut feeling on those things in this particular case. There you go. That's what the Knight of Cups says. It's a very positive card. I'm all for positivity. Perfect. Is Craft Hole tomorrow? Yes, indeed it is. I believe that you guys will be pulling a fairy door out of its mold. And this is the gooky stuff that he made the mold out of, you guys. It's like really sticky, and I could sit here and make fart noises with it. It would be amazing. I don't know why he left it up here for me to play with. It means I'm not going to get any crochet done. That's spot on. Your deck knows its stuff. Oh, thank you. It really does. Sometimes I'm like, this is just rambling. This means nothing to anybody. And then I'm like, oh shit, no, this is like spot on where it needs to be. Okay, so let's take a look at this pattern. Crochet Socks by Alt Knots. Like, do I want to demold something? Do I not want to crochet? Sure, let's demold. Nope. So I'm going to demold something before we actually get into the socks. I do want to demold something. So you guys get a little hot peek at the type of shit you're going to do on Craft Hole. He's looking for the thing to demold. You should just let me do the fairy door, I'm saying. What is up here? I'm demolding this. I don't know what this is. Don't show it to me. It's going to be a surprise. It's like an unboxing. Don't want to see it. Would you just let me do this? Okay. So this right here. Oh, it's hard as a rock. This was my hair tie. I didn't realize you were going to glue it in place. And then we've got a zip tie. That's where my zip tie for dyeing yarn went. Well, it will undo. You really like... So TK made this mold a long time ago. Did you glue all these in place? Oh, it's resin that spilled out. Whoopsie-daisy. He said that's why there's going to be a whole lot of flashing. Like this right here. That's flashing. I like that you're using all my components here. Get your own junk. And then, why did you put that in there? Okay, so we're gonna, this is where the crack is, where it opens. There's no demolding spray in here, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, I know what it is. Ugh. What if I rip your mold? I'm about ready to. It doesn't want to come out. Ugh. Yeah, he is in there, dude. Why do people do this to themselves? I got some pliers. No, I want it to come out. Here. Just right there. There we go. It's like having a baby. Ouch, that was my finger. That hurt. Behold. This little dude that TK made. This is the original sculpture right here. It's a little worm dude on a mushroom. TK is going to take him and he's going to sand him down because he's got some excess on him for sure. But then he's going to go ahead and paint him and put him in my garden. And like there's so much detail on this. You can see fingerprints. That's really cool, TK. Oh, you got a little bubble right here, by the way. I mean, it's okay for the mushroom, but just so you're aware. So this is the kind of thing that you end up doing on Craft Hole. Does he stand? Yeah, he does. And then tomorrow, you guys, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, you guys get to demold the door, which I'm sure will be much easier. So that's tomorrow on Craft Hole. Make sure you're here for it. Here you go. Thank you very much. Glad to show off your show for you. That was a lot of fun, except for where I hurt me. Synergy. Hello, worm from Alice in Wonderland. It's very much what it looks like. You guys, our garden looks so cool. There's so many little fairy things in there. I love it so much. Oh, DK's trying to kill me. He's taken a squirt bottle all day long and squirted me with it like I'm a cat. I think he's just out to get me. Anyway, back to this. Okay, let me see something real quickly because I don't know the difference. So, what size is a 3.25? Is a D? Is it a size D hook? 3.25 is a size D hook, right? I hope I have a size D hook on me. I don't know if I do, honestly. We're going to have to take a look. Because that's what size it calls for. 2 hanks of sock weight yarn. 50 grams for cuffs. 100 grams for the foot. So it's a good thing I have more of this yarn. 3 stitch markers, which I don't think I actually have in here. That'll be interesting. A yarn needle and a tape measure. So, yeah, let's see if I even have the size D hook. Did you finish the Highland Cow? I have not finished the Highland Cow. He needs to be stitched together. And I will certainly stitch him together on the show if you guys want, but I didn't know if that was something you were interested in watching. So this is a B. This is C. Hey, 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 there's my D right there, you guys. Love it. Look at that. When I'm semi-organized, but not really. Gonna grow Thai chili this weekend and cut carrots. And cute carrots that look like paws and also Carolina Reapers. My Thai chilies are coming in really well, my Thai peppers. I'm very excited about them. I'm very proud of them too. My habaneros aren't though. They haven't bloomed or anything. And I haven't really looked into it. I don't know if that's normal or not. I mean, it's growing. It's clearly healthy. It's always nice when you can find the D. Da-da! You can have some confetti for that one, my dear. Okay, and then actually, I think I do maybe possibly have some stitch markers. They're going to be in here. So let's take a look. Shoink. But they need to be progress markers, not normal stitch markers, which might be a problem. I might not have any of those. These are all knitting stitch markers. The difference is that knitting stitch markers do not have a little lever to open up with, right? They're just for you stick them on the needle and you're done. You don't stick them on the yarn itself. And I'm going to guess because this is crochet that they want progress markers. So I'm a little concerned that there aren't any in here, which means we'll end up using yarn most likely. We can go right here. Just like that. Because, yeah, it doesn't look like I've actually got any in here that aren't progress, or that are progress markers. I don't have a lot of progress markers. Your friends' peppers are not doing well this year. Giggles because you're 12. I think we're all 12 secretly. Sewing is when the cow comes to life. Okay, then I'll definitely do that on the show for sure. Bobby pins or safety pins? I won't need one until I finish my cuff. Perfect. Good to know. Okay, so this says, here are the notes. I'm not going to give you guys the whole pattern, but we'll go over the notes together. The pattern is worked cuff down. Blocking the socks is highly encouraged to maintain the desired shape. I would agree with that. Sizing is written for adult, small, medium, and large. The number of stitches needed for each size is written in that size order, SML. Length of sock is determined by your own measurement. There is no... Oh, here's gauge swatch. So I'm going to do a gauge swatch because I would like these to fit me. 26 stitches and 28 rows equals 4 inches. It doesn't say in which stitch, but I'm going to guess it's a single crochet stitch because it doesn't look like there's anything else in here really. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead. I am going to do a swatch first. And I'm going to do it all in single crochet. I know that sounds boring. I'm sure you guys are like, ugh, why? But I'm a little paranoid. I hope I don't have a measuring tape in here. Oh, yeah. I'll have to figure out where that is, too. Man, oh, man. I'm not on it, am I? Okay, so we're looking at 26 stitches, 28 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I would need to chain one, right? Gosh. And then go into this one right here. And that's where I would start. I think that's right. This first row is going to be a pain in my hiney. Because that's how it works. Also because I haven't crocheted anything other than little tiny baby squares in ages. So you guys will have to excuse my hot mess of a start here. Chain one extra. Living in chaos and hoping it fits is a dangerously fun. It is so much fun, right? I need to be better about swatching. I'm bad about ever doing it. I just knit and crochet and hope it comes out. I live on the edge. I usually do too. In this case, like I said, I really want them to fit though. So, and I want it to look right because I'm doing this with you guys. I want you guys to get a good representation of what her pattern is supposed to look like. I know most of you have probably already made it, but I know there's a handful of you out there who haven't. And Kayla's a very talented pattern designer, and I'd love to be able to promote her stuff correctly and not half-ass, basically. Not that not swatching is half-ass. That is not what I'm saying. It's certainly living on the edge, and I do it all the time. I guess what I should actually say is there's nothing wrong with half-ass. Half an ass is just as cute as a whole ass. Let's see. Have the mouths already been announced? Earthy Gal, they have. They are over in Discord. I've deleted all the other ones. So the ones that are up right now, those are the 10 that you guys can choose from. I so need to get more cotton yarn to make more market bags for the farmer's market this year. Absolutely. Get on that for sure. I've thought about and toyed with the idea of carrying cotton. It's so much, it takes a lot to dye cotton vibrantly. There's a lot of dye that has to go into it. There's a lot of water used for rinsing. Like, it is a process. Oh my goodness gracious. Would you just go in the little hole, please? Would you just do what you need to do? Thank you. There. Look at that. Little tiny itty bitty nuffins. Hi, Carmen. How are you? You've just been sitting on the pattern trying to figure out what color to use for the cuffs. I think you find yarn pirate. What color are you going to use? I'm so excited. Like bamboo. Ooh. Yeah, bamboo and silk are kind of. So bamboo and silk, like you just pick one. Yeah, we'll do bamboo. That sounds good. TK wants to do a plant fiber on the next order and mess around with it. And I don't think that's a bad idea. So it'll probably be something like bamboo. Unless you guys have a different preference. Definitely give me your feedback on that one. I have no idea what I'm even doing. TK just dumped me with the kitty cat. The very needy kitty cat, aka Gracie. You're so far behind because you've been playing video games with the kiddo. That is a perfectly fine reason to be behind. You're not behind. You're just on time with that top. That's the joy about making stuff, right? Like, just take your time, relax, enjoy it. Don't burn yourself out on it. Don't force yourself to do it. I mean, obviously, if it's a commission, that's a little different. It's a reason I don't do commission pieces very often. They stress me out, and I don't like having to have a timeline like that. I don't like when people are like, you have to have it by this date. Because inevitably, that never happens. Welcome back. It was buffering again. You just got a package of sewing supplies. That's exciting. Are we buffering again, I hear? We good? Peachy Keen Jelly Bean? TK's checking our stuff. So I know that OBS dropped earlier, briefly. So I think, you guys, this first row with crochet is my least favorite row. And it always has been, and it always will be. Okay. Also, this looks like a hot mess, but it always looks like a hot mess in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 is not 28. Clearly, I screwed up somewhere. And I'm going to guess it's in this area right here. Ugh. Oh my gosh, you guys. What's up with this? Okay, so let me count from here and see what we've got, okay? It's so rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Nope, it's further back than that. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, let's try this again and actually count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me my stitch. Just give it to me. It's my stitch. It's not your stitch. You can't have it. Thank you. Now, I am so glad I'm not the only one that hates foundation rows. 6. This will be 7. So I might not be very talky right now. 8. Right? 9. They're just so tight and awkward. There we go. So that's at 9. Confound you. And then here's 10. There's got to be an easier way, right? Like there's got to be a cheat. Everything's got a cheat that works a little bit easier. Oh, for flipping out loud. Come on. There we go. 10. That one's 10. I think I'll double check that here in a second. Blah. which would make this 11. We'll double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Double is less terrible than single foundation. I'd rather chain and do an extra row. That is not a bad idea. Honestly, that might be what ends up happening here, depending on how this goes. There's the 11. 12. Especially for a gauge. 13. 14. I always feel bad just sitting here and counting with you guys like this. Also, I am not centered. Now I'm centered. Like, it's got to be the most boring thing for you to watch. 14, 15. I think this actually is 15. Haha. I also think I just grabbed an extra piece of yarn on accident. I don't care at the moment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's right there. 17. Should make this 18. Maybe if I can get this stupid thing in there. Oh, come on. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Wait. I said that was 17. I think I did. We've all got to do it. Thank you. You love the foundation chain. You're sure it's confusing at first because we are so used to doing it the normal way. It helps me because I'm chained super tight and then my first row isn't, and the sides end up. So what is a foundation chain? Is that just the chain stitch that I just did? Or like, how does that work? I think this is 18, 19. I know I did 28 stitches. This is why this is blowing my mind. 20. I don't know if there's 8 stitches left here though. 1, 2 stitches. 3, 4. Yeah, no. 5. I'm still too short. Actually, I'm 3 short, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 26. Okay, well, we're going to cheat and make some extra stitches, I think, somehow or another. What size hook am I using for the Battenberg? I'm using a C. You're zooming on some ribbing. I totally feel you on that one. Okay, so there's 26 here technically. Because of what I'm doing, I'm just going to, well, turn. I'm going to do an extra stitch on both this end and the other end. Like I'll do 2 in one area, and then we'll do an extra row. And that's how we're going to fix this, because this is not anything I'm keeping. This is just a swatch. So it'll look a little wonky at the beginning and the end is all. And that's okay. It can look wonky in this particular case. I'm just doing this to make sure that my gauge is correct. That's it. Also, why did I pick a yarn that's got black in it, you guys? What is wrong with me? Did you add stitches for the turning? I did. I added an extra stitch for the turn on both sides because it's a single crochet. You would do 2, right, for a double crochet? I mean, that is correct. I got that part right. Yeah? I might have miscounted though, who knows? Or I might have missed a stitch somewhere. It's honest to God super easy for me to do with chain stitches. You're going to take all your cat's cradle and start your Battenberg. Yay! You're gonna love it. You guys know what time it is. It's time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. I know, someday I'll finish mine. Someday when I'm 80 years old. Oops, I did this backwards. Sorry, guys. There we go. Yarn Pirate can't win. What is wrong with you, Nightbot? Oh my gosh. Wow. Nightbot is on a serious troll kick tonight. I'm waiting for it to tell me that TK is the winner. Wow, wow, wow. I wonder if this is part of the OBS issue. I think Samantha and Marie should go out and buy lottery tickets tonight. Crochet Hooked, I don't think you're on my list. Let me double check though. You're not. Congratulations, you are my second contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups tonight, my dear. Let's get that wheel up for you. There it is. Hello, wheel. You're so much better than Nightbot. Okay. Crochet, you know how this works. I'm going to spin the wheel for you. Let's see what happens. Seriously going crazy. That's a merch code. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Okay, my dear. Crochet, all you need to do is message me on Discord and I will get you that that merch code. And the way that you use your merch code is the next time you head over to bosskittyshop.com and order some yarn, there's an option on there for a merch package, and it's just the sticker and the button. Put that in your cart, and then when you go to checkout, go ahead and use your code, and it will it'll make the merch package free for you. So thank you so much for being a subscriber. We really appreciate it. Now you have two. Excellent. You know how to do this then. We'll see you in about half an hour.
See you later, alligator.
I will say that the merch codes, I don't think you can stack those when you go to use them. So you can only use one at a time, I believe. You can have more than one at a time, but you wouldn't be able to use like 8 codes at once, just because the system won't let us do that, unfortunately. Oh, you know what? It's time for stretches, but I'm going to hold off on stretches for about 15 minutes because we've done so little actual crafting tonight. So I promise you we're going to do our stretches, just not exactly right this very moment. We're going to do stretches in about 15 minutes. We're going to shake it up tonight, you guys. You know why? Because I can do that. I think I had too much tonight, too. Like, Nightbot's celebrating solstice in Nightbot's way. Nightbot figures the more they pick people that we can't necessarily give stuff to, the longer we'll be here. I think Nightbot just gets really lonely sometimes. I am keeping you guys on your toes, and I'm keeping me on my toes tonight. I gotta liven things up. So I was just talking to TK about this. I have been chronically tired, nonstop, for like, I want to say a month or two now at this point. It's been weird. I'm going to talk to a doctor about it. I don't know what it's about. Like, I get plenty of sleep and everything, but I am just not tired in like depressed tired ways, but like where I'm doing stuff and I have a ton of things to do or that I want to do and I am asleep on my feet. It's the weirdest thing. You're waiting for the Doctor Who boxes, then I think you might start a Battenberg. Ooh, or a Hexy Puff BK yarn blanket. That'll be beautiful. Okay, let's count to see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So I do need an extra one right here. There's 28. Oh my god. It's 26 stitches, 28 rows. I screwed up in the sense that I just got it wrong. I'm dumb. I'm not really dumb, but I'm a little dumb. I should pay attention to these things. So we're going to swing all the way back and do this right. I did not need to double up on the end over here. It was unnecessary. So that's on me. I had it exactly where it needed to be. I just messed everything up is all. Whoopsies. Oy. So, at least all the holes are open now, and I can just, you know, pop right in there, make my stitch, and move on. That sounds so bad. Mostly. There we go. I know. Chronic fatigue. So TK says that he doesn't, he's like, I've seen fatigue and I've seen tired. You don't seem to be fatigued. You seem to be just exhausted. And it's not constant. I'll take a nap and then I'll be fine for a few hours. And it's weird because I get at least 8 hours of sleep most nights. I also work a lot. Like I get up at 6 a.m., feed the cats, do boss kitty stuff sometimes, go to work at 8. Two nights a week I've got the show, cram a bunch of house stuff. I mean, most people have busy lives, so it can't just be that. I don't know. I'm certainly going to talk to somebody about it, though. It might be my diet. It might just be, maybe I don't have enough vitamin D. Who knows? Maybe I hit 40 and all of a sudden my body was like, yeah, no, we're done. This is not a thing anymore. We just like sleep. But it's not depression sleep because it's not like I'm just, you know, curled up in bed and I don't want to be anywhere else. Trust me when I say there are a lot of other things I would prefer to be doing. Oh, a sleep study's not a bad idea. Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking, Emily. You were sleeping enough, but you were not getting enough deep sleep. Melatonin fixed that. So yeah, I think a sleep study might help figure that out. TK says I snore, but not a lot, you guys. If I sleep on my back, I snore sometimes. TK snores sometimes when he sleeps on his back. But generally, if I'm on my side, it's not too terrible. So I don't think I have sleep apnea. It doesn't sound like I fall asleep and stop breathing or anything like that, but who knows? So I'm going to reach out to my doctor probably after the show tonight because I got very frustrated with it today. I got off work and I went to go get ready for the show and I was dragging my feet. Not because I didn't want to do the show. I was very excited about the show, but because I was so tired. Like I went to go take a shower and I was like, I could just curl up in the shower and go to bed and be perfectly fine with that. Look how pretty it is, you guys. Ooh, iron deficiency is a big deal. That could be it. I am slightly anemic, so that's a real thing that can happen. We found that out when I got my first tattoo, which is a fairly large triple moon goddess on my back. That's 21, I think. And what should have taken 2 or 3 hours took like 6 hours. It took a long time because there was a lot of blood. It was a bloody battle. They were like, you haven't had anything to drink, have you? I was like, nope. Like, oh, Okay, there we go. So we're going to go 1 and turn. I'm also doing a blanket with the blue box set. I'm leaning towards the pattern called Safe Space. It's a modular garter hexagon. Reminded me of the inside. That would be amazing. It's almost always anemia for you. Yeah. I really do need to look into this. You guys are making me feel better about reaching out to my doctor. Like I'm not overreacting. So I'll give you guys an update when I hear back from her. She's really cool. She knits, by the way. One of these days, I'm going to have to bring her some yarn. This is funny. I had a different doctor, a primary, and I did not like him. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but doctors are so overworked these days that he would never get back to me about stuff. He never remembered stuff about me, and so something would happen. He's like, have you tried this? I'm like, yes, we've tried that like 5 times, remember? And it got out of hand. I was like, nope, I'm done. So I went to go find a new doctor and I looked into reviews and stuff and all that. And there were like 2 or 3 that I was really interested in. And then I saw that the one I picked was a knitter and I was like, oh, we're done. That's it right there. Can't pass myself up with a knitter. So there it is. Always bring up concerns, especially for out of the ordinary things. Thank you. I will. Yeah, and the other thing is like I hurt all the time. My body hurts. It feels like a 60-year-old's body, and I think that's part of the sleep issue. Because I wake up and I'm just stiff and sore, and it sucks. And a lot of it goes away throughout the day, but not all of it. I feel like I've been through like a battle royale in my sleep or something. That's so pretty, you guys. How are my braces doing? They're just fine. My lower jaw hurts a little bit. They put, so I have to get them adjusted next week. But well, it's actually been a while since I put it in. But they put this type of wire in that pulls your teeth forward because I have an overbite. So it does this. And so that's finally starting to kick in. And it's a little sensitive. It has been for about a week now. But that's what it's supposed to do. So I figure that's just progress. Okay, let's just slide this guy in right there. And then we'll do our double, or extra rather. Look how pretty it is. Oh my goodness. It does. I love it, Rat. I mean, I've made a hat out of this before, but I really like the way it looks crocheted up. It's much cooler. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to do stretches in about 5 minutes. Oh, maybe an autoimmune thing. My mom has that for sure. I have not had my vitamin D checked. Yes, Samantha, I am tired tonight. But like my brain is still going a million miles a minute. I have 1,000 things I want to do and need to do. Like our housewarming parties this weekend. We have so much stuff to do. I'm still working on box sets for you guys. It's just a lot, and I don't know. We'll get through it though. I'll get through it. You know, it's interesting. The last time I felt this lethargic, like this constant tired and exhaustion, was in my early 20s. And it was when my gallbladder was acting out. And I knew what it was at that point, right? And it had just become the way of life for me. But that was a very distinct thing. And after the surgery to have my gallbladder removed, even though I knew that I was constantly tired and hurting and everything, I'd become so used to it that having that go away and feeling normal again was like night and day. I felt like I was 5 years younger. It was the most exhilarating, freeing feeling. And at that point, like I was not in a great place. I've told you guys, my boyfriend had broken up with me when I got out of the hospital. I was super depressed over it. But even with all of that going on, it just felt so good to have energy again and not to be in constant pain. And if you ever want to know that that America's healthcare system is a fucking hack job, I had gallstone issues for about 6 or 7 months with a refusal from the doctors to take out my gallbladder because I had no insurance. So they waited until my liver started to fail, actually. And my eyes turned yellow, my skin turned yellow, I passed out. Like they waited a really long time. I ended up, what should have been an in and out surgery, I was in the hospital for over 2 weeks. So it cost them more money, because they were being jerks about it. Yeah, this looks amazing. I'm so in love with how this looks, you guys. This is really exciting, actually. It's so pretty. Being tired all the time sucks. It does. Here, and cheers to that. Dava, I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention because I was looking so hard at this. Yes, this is called Hazel Bear. It is available in our shop. I think it's only available right now in Cat's Cradle. It was designed after our sweet, sweet, sweet kitty cat named Hazel, who passed 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. And I made the color in her memory. And $20 of every skein that we sell of Hazel Bear goes to a charity of our choice. Generally, it's the same company or shelter, and it's an animal shelter type charity. So, or not for profit, 501c3, whatever. Normally, in the past, it's been the one that we got Gracie and Zuzu from. So. Yeah, it's our way of keeping Hazel in our thoughts. Oh, Kelly, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll get through it. Have your liver checked. Once you have your gallbladder removed, liver issues down the road. Oh, I didn't know that, Emily. Thank you. Went for a regular mammogram and they found the beginning earthy. I'm glad that they found it that early on, though. The box set is going away in 10 days. 10 days, 9 days. You guys have until June 30th to purchase your boxed set. Unless I sell 50 of, there's only 50 of each available. We're close on the Lords of Time to that number. I will let you know. But yeah, if you want to get your box set, you guys better get it in the next week and a half. Oh, Samantha, have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Local shelters do need a lot of help, and they've got some great volunteers that work for them. Like, there's some really amazing people out there. I cannot recommend enough working with a shelter that uses foster homes, because they're just the best. We got both Zuzu and Gracie from not only the same shelter, but from the same foster mom. Her name is Heather, and I call her Miss Heather here at the house. And I mean, I would never turn down a cat if we were looking for one, obviously. But I would prefer to get all of my kitties from Heather because she's so good with them. They just open right up. She takes so much time and energy. Like, the woman she's amazing. She puts a lot of her own money into it. She's got these, so she's got a litter right now where the poor mama, they're all tabbies, but the poor mama not only had kittens, but right after she had her kittens at the hospital, they also had to remove one of her hind legs. I don't know why, but they did. And so she's got all the kittens and mommy, and she's paying to have the mom put through therapy, physical therapy, because she's having a real hard time with like phantom leg issues, pains, and things like that. The whole entire thing has just been beautiful to kind of watch her do and go through and support these kitties, and the kittens are just beautiful. You have a pregnant stray here right now. Yeah, that's kitty pregnancy is it's an epidemic for sure. And it's so sad because so many of them, they don't find places to go, and you end up with poor kitties that die or have these terrible diseases. And not just kitties. Obviously, I have a focus on cats because they're my preferred animal. But dogs too, right? Especially particular breeds of dogs, like pit bulls and things like that. Like, they go through a lot. You get a lot of families who want animals while they're cute and they're kittens, and then they throw them back. Or you get hoarder situations with animals that are neglected and not taken care of. Zuzu is technically from that type of situation. Preferred animal. Yep. Prefer. I see what you did there. I think TK would like a dog someday. I would be down for that. We just have to have the space for it, and we're not really set up for it these days. Roxanne, that's TK, and I've talked about fostering kitties as well, and that's the problem that we have, is that we would end up just keeping them all. Okay, guys, I've held it off too long. It's time.
It's time to stretch.
Is indeed. I don't want to, though. I just want to keep crocheting. Okay, so here we are. It's time to stretch. You guys can see my little bobby pin. Boop, boop. Just gonna roll our shoulders back. You own a house. Most rental places forbid them. Miss Monster, they do. And it's interesting because if you have a letter from your doctor that states that you need a companion animal, and I will be honest, most people have some type of mental obstacle that legitimately gives them a reason to need a companion animal. I mean, it's a legit thing. Legally, at least in the state of Oregon, I don't know where in other places, they cannot tell you no at that point. They can't tell you no matter what type of breed you get. If they have a 30-pound limit, you can get yourself a St. Bernard, and there's nothing they can do about it. The issue is that a lot of landlords, even though they know this, they assume that they can get away with bullying their tenants and telling them differently, because they assume that most tenants are not going to look into any type of legal pushback. And unfortunately, a lot of the times they're right. Okay, so let's extend our hand out. Technically, you have a letter stating that you need a support animal. You have a potbelly pig. It doesn't matter. Get a fox. It's like half cat, half dog. Right to own a pit bull in our little city. It's been 15 years. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Kind of, I would keep all of them too. I think it is a federal provision. I think you are absolutely right, Rat. I can't tell you when I was doing property management how many owners tried to fight us on that. They're like, well, I don't want my rental unit to have animals. And it's like, you don't have a choice in that. You expect to be able to get money from somebody for this place. This is how this works. And because just about everybody needs a companion animal or can provide a letter that states that they need one, really it's almost kind of a waste anymore of trying to say no pets. Like, just allow them, have a deposit of some type. I don't know if you can really do pet rent anymore, but you know, and understand that if you put a deposit or if you give ask for a deposit of $500 for their dog, let's say, and the dog does no damage, but the people do a bunch of damage, you cannot use that pet deposit to pay for the damage that the people did. You can only use the pet deposit to pay for damage the pet did. Now, if the pet does like $2,000 worth of damage, you can use that pet deposit and you can use the normal deposit. But you have to give the pet, which is weird. You have to give the pet deposit back because if they owe thousands upon thousands and they still owe you money, you still have to give that pet deposit back. It's very strange. Okay, flop our hand forward and just press down gently. Yep, per dog, right? Yeah, they had us give, I think it was $300 or $400 for Con. Hazel was a companion animal, and then when we got Gracie and Zuzu, they didn't ask for anything because at that point, I think by the time we got Zuzu, they knew we were on month to month. They knew we were looking for a different place, and they trusted us. They knew that that our cats weren't doing anything, that we weren't doing anything to the house. Pet rent is still definitely a thing. That's interesting. I think that's another thing that they're legally not allowed to do, except for in very specific situations. Or maybe it's that they can't ask for a deposit and pet rent. That might be what it is. You can't ask for both, I think is what it is. It's been a hot second since I've looked at these laws, obviously. Yes, it is a huge issue because both of them, Kelly, are legally allowed. And you have a lot of landlords who think that service animals are the only ones that they have to agree to. And that's not the case. They have to agree to both. Which is why a lot of places call them companion animals instead, because it kind of covers both of those situations. At least a lot of verbiage in leases and things. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Properties cannot charge pet rent or fees for service animals. That is also true. Yes, for sure. Either of them, companion animals or service animals. Just go ahead and roll those right out. Should feel good. ADA is interesting too, because ADA, like, I don't agree with the way that works. ADA, the way the ADA works is basically if I need a ramp and this place doesn't provide a ramp, I can get a note stating that I need a ramp for my wheelchair, and the management company or the landlord has to agree to let me get the ramp, but they don't have to provide it. They don't have to pay for it. I still have to pay out of pocket for it. And there are services that will pay for it for you, but I don't know. I feel weird about that. I feel like there should be some type of compensation for that, because that's a thing that you need for quality of life, basically, right? In a home. So I don't know. It's just me. Everybody's got different feelings on things like that. Okay. We're going to extend our fingers out. Yeah, even my fingers ache these days. They do vary by state for sure. Emotional support animal rules. Live in a high-rise condo. When we sold it, the condo association was trying to make the building pet free, and my husband and myself told them we were opening themselves up to the lawsuit. HOAs and condo associations, they are some of the strangest associations I've ever seen. Not all of them. Some of them are great. So we had an HOA section at the management company I worked at, and I would get calls when I was working the front desk from people in HOA associations who would say, I need you to send somebody out to fix my air conditioner. Air conditioner is inside the house. It's not outside the house, right? Or whatever. It's the furnace, let's say. Well, ma'am, we don't actually provide that service. That's not part of what the HOA provides. Anything on the outside of your house we can take care of, but inside of your house it's all you. And like they would fight me on that. They're like, well, such and such had this taken care of. Yes, because they paid somebody to take care of it for them. Well, can you at least tell me who they used? I don't know who they used. Go ask your neighbor. Get up, walk outside, knock on your neighbor's door, and ask them what company they used. I'm sure they'll give you the information you're looking for. People are interesting. I'm just always fascinated by people. Okay, so we're going to turn our work. You didn't cause any damages. I should have gotten a letter since she was originally from autistic. Yes, you absolutely should have gotten a letter. You can get a letter later on too. It doesn't have to be immediate. Don't get me started on laws, you guys. You know that. That is a hot button item for me. I am proud to say that TK and I got our whole deposit back again. He's always so worried about it. He's like, what if they don't? What if this happens or that happens? I'm like, we're fine. Trust me. Here they charge pet rent and a large... Oh my gosh, Kelly, that's nuts. I will say this. Oregon's laws, mostly, are very tenant friendly. And I'm all for that, honestly. They are also small homeowner friendly as far as, you know, renting your... If you are a person who owns 2 homes and you're living in one and you're renting one other out, a lot of the laws that apply to larger owners and property managers and things like that, like landlords and stuff, somebody who owns an apartment complex or like 5 or 6 homes that they rent out, there are different laws. So there are different things that don't quite always apply the same way. So they do try to keep that in mind, but mostly Oregon's laws are very, very tenant friendly. But most tenants don't know that they have those rights. Glad you're not in an apartment either anymore. Oh my gosh, I feel you on that one. My dad's HOA is batshit. Last time I visited, they tried to fine him because I wasn't straight in the driveway. Oh my god. They tried to charge us and take the deposit, and I fought. That's exactly what you have to do, Winter. Like, I knew they weren't going to take our deposit from us. I still took pictures. I'm a very paranoid person about things like that. TK was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm videotaping the house. Making sure that all of this is on here. And when they came to look at the place, I was like, listen, this is still here and this is still here, and I left a bag of garbage in the garage. I'm really sorry, I'll take it with me. And the landlord's like, don't worry about it, I got it, you're fine. It's like, I'm just really sad you guys are moving. I was like, I get it, I'm not sad. He's like, no, I'm really happy for you guys, but also I'm really sad. These are going to be the coolest socks in the whole freaking world. How terrible HOAs are. They actually can find a way to legally take... They can! I know, and I don't understand why. Like, can somebody explain that? Because I don't know a lot about HOAs, but can somebody explain to me why you would want to buy a house in an HOA? I mean, you're paying for the house, and then you're paying the HOA taxes on top of that, like the dues and shit. You have to follow all these rules. They can take your house from you legally. Like, they can kick you out. They can force you to move. All these things, they can fine you. I don't understand what's the upside to this, kids? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh my goodness, it's time. It is time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, you guys. It's full. You have so many HOA stories because your husband took over the HOA where we live now because we wanted a dog park. Oh my gosh. I bet you've got some great stories. All name. Really, Knit and Craft? I had no idea. Well, I am thankful that's not the case here. It's home? It's time. It is time, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, 7:45. Be nice, Wheel. Be nice, Nightbot. JK, are you on this list? Hold on. I don't trust Nightbot anymore. You're not. You're not. Have I bought you that pattern yet? I don't think I have. I think you just sent it to me. Congratulations, you are our 4th contestant. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's our wheel. We're going to do one more spin around the world. See what happens. JK, this one's for you. I don't think I have yet. I'll have to go back and take a look. Abject Animals, what?
Congratulations, you're a winner!
You are a winner. Oh my gosh. This is very exciting. I'm trying to find a decent one. None of these make sense. None of these make noises. Okay, we'll try that one. So, Wheel, thank you so much. We'll see you in we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm going to pick 3 adjunct animal sounds. Let's head on over. We have a smoggy monkey. I don't know what smoggy is. I don't know the definition of smoggy. So we're going to look that up real quickly. Smoggy. Define. Containing pollution that is a mixture of smoke and fog. How can you have a smoggy monkey? I mean, that's what I thought smoggy was. I was like, am I missing something? I don't know what a smoggy monkey would be. Brain foggy? Maybe. But we might do that one. I'm going to pick 3. A digital fox. And a luminous Uriel. I think I want to try a smoggy monkey. I do. I think I want to try a smoggy monkey. And I'm going to go with brain fog. It's brain smog. So it's got a smoggy brain. I like that idea. Okay. Smoggy monkey. Oh. Quack! No! There you go. That is my brain fog smoggy monkey. Thank you very much. Scene. There you go. Thank you so much for being a supporter and having to sit there and listen to me make ridiculous noises. Robot fox, you like that? I came this close to that one, but I was like, I think I could do the smoggy monkey. I make monkey noises all the time, by the way, in case you're wondering. And we love all of our subscribers. We appreciate you guys. We do have a subscriber giveaway coming up for the box sets, so make sure you've hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. If we hit 1K before the end of the month, we will give away 2 box sets. That's $300 worth of yarn. So make sure you share that info, kids. Did you lose me again? Did I break it? Oh my gosh. Did I break it? Are we here? We good? Listen, whatever. We're going to go into our Patreon. We also love our patrons. You guys rock my socks. The socks that I'm making right now. Our patrons go the extra mile over at patreon.com/bosskitty. You can sign up at any level. There's 3 of them. I almost said 5, but there's only 3. And we like to give back to our patrons. You know, we do things like early access to box sets and to grab bags. We do things like... Oh, what else? We do giveaway. Well, we don't do giveaways. We do flash sales. We do free shipping for some of our levels. You guys get tote bags. You get stickers. You get me singing. At some point, you will get the backlog of all the dad jokes. All the extra content is what we give to our patrons. Sometimes we do Throwback Thursdays. When we have breaks on the show, when we do hiatuses, our patrons get old Twitch shows from us. So we do try to give you guys some extra love. If you are interested in supporting the show on an even higher level, please head on over to bosskittyshop.com. I'm sorry, head on over to patreon.com/bosskitty. Don't listen to me because I'm crazy apparently tonight. Once we hit 75, TK will make a haikus for you guys. And once we hit 100, you guys get a patron-exclusive colorway. That was a hot mess. I'm so sorry. BK patrons are 20% cooler than other patrons. That's how I'll put that. I have BK patrons that don't even use yarn. They just love me that much. And then they give me guilt trips later on. Not really. Okay, let's see where this is. Somewhere in here I've got some show and tell for you kiddos.
Time to clean up.
It's time for show and tell.
Yay!
Crunchy things, and now my gums are sore and swollen. Crochet, oh my gosh. So before we get into show and tell, my show and tell, I made cherry jam yesterday night. It's a little too sweet, but it's good. And I love salt and vinegar chips. This is why I'm talking about this, because my mouth hurts from that. I found that if you take cherry jam and you dip a salt and vinegar chip in it, it is the most amazing thing on earth. Like, I'm hooked. This is not a good thing, but it's so delicious. I'm serious. You have to try it. It's so good. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. So we've got Samantha Stewart. She says, here is everyone at a friend's birthday party. Looks like they were having a really good time. Yeah, it looks like a ton of fun. I am going to skip the horse because we've gone over the horse a few times, but it is beautiful. Mary M. the Yarny. My current work in progress, a new friend I found for a morning walk and a small waterfall from a local path. This is so beautiful. I love this stitch. It's nice and chunky, and it looks like it makes things really tight and just cozy. It's stunning. Cherry jam is so good, and you should definitely try that. Get back to me and tell me what you guys think of it. Oh, look, you found a deer friend. They're not quite too sure, but I can't believe how close you got. That's amazing. And this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I like it's a waterfall, but it looks like part of the pathway broke off and nature just kind of took it back over again. That's stunning. Pickled chips and peanut butter. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing too. Yeah, the texture on this blanket is really cool. Emma, I've been doing a lot with plants to keep me occupied this week. This one of my mom's teapots, and today I put my favorite Chinese evergreen in it. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I have some older teapots I should do this with. We have a fair amount of plants in the house, but not a lot of places that a lot of light gets into, which is a bummer. So TK's been trying really hard to fix that. He takes them into rooms in the morning and like lets them sit in the sunshine and then puts them back where they belong afterwards. It's really cute. Crochet hooked. First is a patch that I freehanded for my son. Borderlands fan will know. My first bucket hat that I made for someone with a larger head than me. And a sweater that I started this morning playing around with a raglan style pattern. This is really freaking cool. I hope your son loves it. This is the cutest picture ever. I love it. The bucket hat that is clearly too big for your head. It looks like one of those little bonnets. Oh, and this is beautiful. Raglan sweaters are really the best because you can do just about anything with them. And that yarn looks great. Rishana. So on Sunday, my husband was stuck in the pencil lift in the picture. Oh no, he was working on setting up the White House Juneteenth event. That's awesome. He is fine, but I don't think they were able to fix the lift. Oh shit. He just got stuck up there. I hope he didn't have to pee or anything, because that would suck. But that's awesome though that he was working on that. E, for some reason only a portion shows unless it's clicked. Kitties, roses, and crochet wind spinners. Unless it's clicked. Oh, crochet wind spinners. I see kitties and roses and wind spinners. That's beautiful, E. Love it. Michaela Michi. Summer top, my own crochet pattern, Yarn Bee Secret Soft in color Sienna. Gifted the top to my boss who celebrated her birthday yesterday. She loved it. This pattern is gorgeous. I hope you write it down. It's just stunning. I love the color. I love the details on the edges, and I really hope your boss loves it. Some of this detail, you guys. It's just beautiful. It makes for an exciting day. It really does. Plants hate you. Crochet, sometimes I feel that way about plants too. Valley is the cutest sleeper, for sure. Progress on my Uptown Tea by Tori Knits. Fury Sunset on Friday. Last week due to Canadian fires. Above us, I think it's supposed to say fiery. Oh my god, look at those toes, you guys. It's too much cuteness for me. This is so cute. I love it. Is that in Fairy Farts? I mean, I'm just assuming it's my yarn, and I shouldn't do that, but it totally looks like fairy farts. So I'm going to continue to assume it's fairy farts. I love the texture on the sleeves. This is so good, Bubbles. And this is gorgeous and very evil looking, very ominous, like the end of days. Fiery. Okay, I got it right. Good. Trina, here's the ring hubby got me as a combined gift for our 10th wedding anniversary last week and my 50th birthday. Second photo is the set of rings together. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Trina, happy 10th anniversary and happy birthday is it next week? We're going to find out here. Let's see real quickly. It is in 2 days, so you get your happy birthday today. And get 10th anniversary confetti. There you go. You get it all, my dear. Have a wonderful birthday weekend. Oh no, July 23rd. I was so late, so early. You'll get it again in like a month. New shawl project, spinning work in progress, and finished ankle socks. Oh, this is so cute. I love the I don't even know what kind of stitch this is, but the crisscross stitch you get for like market bags and stuff. That mesh stitch, I just think it's the coolest. Your spinning looks fantastic, Miss Monster. And I love these socks. I love that you showed us the finished project on them because I was really interested to see how they turn out with that lace. It's not fairy farts, but it looks a lot like it. I was going to say, I think it's got a little more bright yellowy green in there than fairy farts does, but it does look very similar. It's super pretty though. Progress on my salmon sat top. Started a space shuttle for a coworker. It's looking a little questionable right now. This is from Kay. It cracks me up when he just hangs his legs off the side of the chair. The colors you chose for this top, gorgeous. Perfect. Yes, this looks very questionable for a rocket. I mean, I kind of want to ask you if that's a rocket or if you're just happy to see us. But I feel like that's really low-hanging fruit, which is also low-hanging fruit, and it just becomes a vortex of weirdness. But I like it. It looks good. I can't wait to see it when it's done. Look at those pots. Gracie does this on her little ledge, and it's the funniest thing. She does it with one pot, and it cracks me up, too, every single time. It never gets old, does it? Vicky, I went on a basket bender last weekend. It was my first attempt at mosaic crochet. I couldn't decide if Sweetie was alive or not. Oh, my goodness. They look so good. Oh, my gosh. Seriously, I know I said that last time, but they look fantastic. I like the really long cylinder one in the back. This is amazing. Good job. Especially since this is your first time. It's all even and beautiful. I have a lot of fun with that type of crochet. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to scooch the chin right there. That's how you'll know. Hazel used to sleep this way when she was a kitty cat. We used to wonder if she was dead too. Super adorable. Carmen, I finished this dress recently and it looks perfect on you. I love it. It's given me Little House on the Prairie vibes and I adore it. I'm a little jealous because now I want like 5 of them. JK, why is it just showing me you guys your first letter? That's weird. I did a different craft and painted a brayer unicorn from a paint kit. Not bad for only having 6 colors. It's for the Wee One's 2nd birthday here shortly. I think I might be addicted to painting horses now. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I love it because you've done like that thing where you've got the patches, but they look really natural, even though they're pink and purple. Your kiddo is going to absolutely love it. Yeah, you did a wonderful job. Goth Emo Raver, 43 Battenberg blanket squares. Yes, excellent. They look amazing. Fantastic. Are you going to do them all in greens? Because I'm really excited for that. You guys, what a great show and tell. Thank you so much. I needed this. Like, it just, you know, I get this, what's the word I'm looking for? Get a Jonesin for this kind of thing when we go a week without it. So thank you. I really appreciate it. It's so much fun and it's just inspiring to see all the stuff you guys do. I'm going to try to get my gauge done before next Monday so that we can actually start on the sock. And I'm going to work on this off screen too because I really want to finish this project this time around. So please make sure you head over to our Discord, pick out a sock pattern and get started with us because it's make a long time, kiddos. Remember that the subscriber giveaway is going on for the box set right now, so make sure you're a subscriber at least for this month and that you comment on one of our VODs for the month of June. June is almost over, you guys. It's the 21st. Once again, it's solstice. So if you haven't bought your blue box set yet, now is the time to do it because they will be gone forever here pretty soon. What else? What else? Craft Hole will be here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. You guys get to take a look at the fairy door that TK is making. I'm really excited about it because it's going on my tree. And then I think the only other thing I can think of is we don't have any other dark days this month. July 10th, we will not have a show. I will be coming home from California that day, so I won't be here to do a show. Just keep that in mind. Love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I intend to. I'll tell you all about it on Monday. Do something fantastic. Find yourself some cherry preserves or jam and some salt and vinegar chips and dip away because it's delicious. Get started on those socks. Enjoy your time off. And as always, my loves, happy crafting. Good night.